make up names.
That's it. And follow us for our live stream action as we've got the WOORABINDA Warriors taking on Black Magic. So all the way from down south of WOORABINDA boys, and Black Magic coming out of Mariba. I met one of the lads on Thursday, young Jackson O'Grady, playing for the Black Magic. So a local lad, just down the front here. So and we're just waiting on a couple of team sheets to flick across, folks. But joining me in commentary today, we've called in the best. So we've got Graham Big Man Bannister. He's all around everywhere on the country circuit, the country racing circuit, with the trotters and the camels as well. He's done a bit of time with the camels, done some commentary, and we've called in the big guns because we've got a couple of big days of rugby league. Thanks for joining us here, Graham, on Blue Collar Sports. First time at the Bindal All Blacks?
Mate, first time back to Townsville for about, 10 years. My uncle, the late Nolly Bannister, lived up here. He actually had the produce place over from the Cludon racetrack. It was called Noel's Place, a feed barn there. But Nolly passed away about 7 years ago. So it's been about a good 15 years since I've been back here in Townsville. Field looks really good, Rob. Looks like a fast track. We're running on at least a good 3.
At least. It's,
and we're about to get kick off. Now, you were telling me before the game that this side, the WA Black, are one of the favourites to take out the comp this year.
Oh, well, the Black Magic, I think,
Magic.
we might have seen one of the favourites there in WRB United, actually, just prior to this one. So the game we just finished up with, we would have just caught the back end of that, flying in on the red eye. WRB United putting on a big display here. But the Black Magic boys, a bit of an unknown one from up north, coming out of Mariba. A couple of local lads in there, young side.
But what you've seen, you've got him in playing the big dance tomorrow.
Well, it's their first time we're going to see them today. They had yesterday off, so late start for the boys.
Oh, right.
So they're in here Saturday. But over here on the left, we've got the WOORABINDA side, who are always the entertainers when they come away to the carnivals and making their way back up. I had the privilege of playing against the WOORABINDA boys here a couple of years ago for the Marungals Army side. And I certainly wasn't at my best, I'll give you the tip. And there was no easy carries in that one.
There's a bit of a gap up the centre.
Straight away here, the WOORABINDA boys look to go.
The black dot there, Rob, and that was pretty easy. They opened it up in the centre there. There were a couple of lazy forwards there, and he's taken advantage, and it was just strolled through like the gates there on Cup Day at Townsville, and he's gone straight under the dot. And we're only, 3 minutes in, and they've already got some points on the board.
Opening up their account early, the WOORABINDA lads, wasting no time.
Geez, that was soft. They want to fix that up in the centre, or this could be a cricket score.
Certainly could. And the boys, a couple of hands.
Yeah, that was soft. A couple of forwards there were just lazy. They didn't fill the gap, and old matey just strolled through. Untouched. Too easy, Rob, too easy.
And their first hit out in the morning just might be blowing the cobwebs off for the Black Magic boys.
Yeah, well,
carnival footy though, you're right. You're spot on. You're spot on. With carnival footy, you got to start fast. 25-minute halves, no time off. So every set really counts, and with points being for winning each half, and then points for winning the match at the end, you can't really afford to have any minutes off.
Correct. He'll throw this over, so it will be 6-0 after only 3.5 minutes.
And now we'll look for a response out of the Black Magic boys.
Well, that's it. You got them one of the favourites, and they're trailing now 6-0. If they happen to score again here, WOORABINDA, like now they're looking at the scoreboard then, aren't they?
They might be one of the favourites in our hearts. Big fan, sponsored by the Mariba Leagues Club. I'm certainly a big fan of the Mariba Leagues Club. That has a... and there we go. This will give them an opportunity.
Well, here's their chance now, Rob. They're only, 12 out. They'll pack the scrum. Big opportunity.
Play the ball here. Play the ball here with the updated rules. Yeah,
okay,
finally making their way down to carnival footy. So I don't know how we would have gone now that they've sped the pace of the game up. I had enough trouble keeping up with it as it was.
Now, I had a good 10 minutes in me, and then I was off for the rest 30.
Carnival footy, right up your alley.
Yeah.
But here they go, Black Magic now. Just jumps out of dummy half and
finds... Bit of a shimmy there, not much happening. If they go right here, I think they'll score in the corner.
To the right. But just straight out of dummy half, looking to get the quick answer. But WOORABINDA, they're up to that one. No cracks in the defence here. And they go again, a third shot from dummy half. But this time they'll take away the points. Well, they're taking the shortest way possible to get back on the scoreboard here. the Black Magic.
Yeah, it was all on the back of WOORABINDA mistake. They made a mistake there. They paid for it because now the opposite teams come out and they've scored, and now this will all level up in about 60 seconds' time. We'll have it 6 apiece. You think he'd throw this over from here, wouldn't he?
Well, early in the day, the breeze isn't up, so you'll notice later on in the day, mates, out here at the Sports Reserve, the Strand Doctor will kick in, and we'll have a big headwind. It'll be blowing in, just after lunchtime, I'd say. So today we've got the opening ceremony, or the official opening ceremony happening for you. We'll bring that live.
Yeah, that's at 12 o'clock.
It is, and so generally round about then, the wind will start to pick up. Well, yesterday afternoon, she was probably not as big as I've seen it, but there was still enough, and it gives you plenty of advantage for the side coming from the Strand end towards Castle Hill. Yeah. With the wind at your back.
Well, I was just out there, just a slight breeze, but there's nothing to write home to mother about at the moment. But maybe this afternoon, as you said, it might pick up. But
breaking news is we've got some team lists have made their way into my hot little hand here, so we'll do our best to get an opportunity here to bring it to you.
As the halfback here lines are up, he should put this straight over, and we'll level it up at 6 apiece.
And, Dwayne Williams, we've got here the halfback for Wild Black Magic.
Yeah, straight over the black top.
There he is. We're all locked up.
So after 6.5 minutes, they're locked up at 6 apiece.
Like the great Indian cricketer, everything now is even Stevens.
Yeah, that's it. But that was on the back of the mistake of WOORABINDA, so they wouldn't be happy with that.
And rugby league in general now has turned into a lot of possession sort of stuff. Like weight of possession generally, seeing that it gets played as quick as it does.
Oh, so, he's made a meal of that.
Well, straight off the back of that, we're playing tennis at the moment. She's end-to-end stuff. So, WOORABINDA, they'll get an opportunity to answer back here. So, it's a track meet. Could be anything here, this one. It's a shootout. $40 metres out now. WOORABINDA Warriors march on the attack here. 18 metres out, just to the right of the uprights. They're set deep to the left. Oh, lovely ball, but taken well. Oh, and that's a lovely ball down the left edge, but he's just found a foot into touch. So another attacking raid there from WOORABINDA Warriors, and they do look likely.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to cross there, but he just put his foot on the line, and unfortunately.
Now it'll be Wild Black Magic to work out off their end.
They'll have a crack here, a set of 6. Tried to do the one-on-one strip.
Tried to milk a penalty too and doesn't get the call with that one. Ball just slips under one there. Now stepping, dancing.
That's a good run, straight up the middle.
Good metres.
6, 7 metres
down
there.
the front.
So gets them on the front foot. Now they've got to probably kick it down to this bottom corner.
Inside the 40.
Straight down his throat.
Straight down the winger's throat. The fullback there, the number 1. And he brings it back to the centre of play. And now Wild Black Magic will look to muscle up in D here. The boys just exchanging pleasantries in the middle. Up to halfway now on the 3rd. Another strong carry now from the Warriors. Now what can they do here? They've got numbers set to the left. They decide to come back to the right. They've also found an overlap here on the outside. That play shuts down. Good defence. That'll be the last. Deep backline set. They might be looking to run this on the last. They are, indeed. Well, turned out to be not a bad option. They just turned the ball over in Black Magic territory.
Yeah, they
might have lost track of the tackle count, maybe. Now the Wild Black Magic men's here. Spoke about boys coming from all around, based out of Mareeba. But with a few boys locally jumping in to help them out.
So this will help them now. They'll get the penalty. Should make a good 10. Well, that's a shocker. He's made 2 metres.
That's off the side of the beat. That's into the Strand Doctor there, I reckon. That breeze might be blowing a little bit down to ground level. It might be a little bit stronger than we can feel up here.
Well, I think it was a Barry Crocker, mate. It was just a bad kick.
And now they cross into WOORABINDA territory. Young Jackson O'Grady on the field there for Wild Black Magic. That's touched, and they'll get 6 more tackles here. Wild Black Magic, Jackson O'Grady, young fella, played a lot of footy at Brothers here as a junior, coached by the one and only, so I taught him everything he knows. That's why he's running around here. But, fantastic young man, works very hard. He had an opportunity to go up to the Pride this year, played a bit of 21s. And as we spoke to him on Thursday, he hasn't got a club yet for next year, so he's shopping. So keep an eye out. He's in the shop window.
Maybe Cowboys?
No. It's a fair shout, actually, with the Cowboys at the moment.
Oh, that was a big hit.
And there's plenty of that. We've been talking about it for the last couple of days, is that there is no easy carries in carnival footy. Except maybe that first try. That wasn't. But it's Wild Black Magic on the attack. Runners in motion. There's a line break now. And, just taken down from behind. I thought he was going to go all the way. Long ball. And the WOORABINDA defence is up to it now.
But if they swing it wide, they'll score in the corner. There's a massive overlap here. They've got to swing it.
That's where they look to go. Well, he looks to put it on the shoe. There's plenty of space over there. Taken. And
quick play the ball.
And an offload. Allowed to play on. WOORABINDA are hanging tough at the moment. But they are, as Freddie Mercury would say, under pressure. And that'll be a changeover.
Well, you've got to take your hats off to WOORABINDA there. That was good scramble defence. Looked like the opposite team were going to score. They've done a great job, and I think that'll give them a bit of confidence too, Rob, after that good set of 6, defence-wise.
Yeah, how often do you see it? They turn away a good set in defence, and you go down the other end, it's like a 12-point turnaround.
Yeah, so they'd be happy with that. And here, I've noticed a little bit of room in the centre here.
Back through the middle?
Yeah,
as the boys get tired.
And that's where they're going. See, there's another 8 metres. He's made a good 8 metres there.
Just rolling through the ruck there, eh? It's the Wild Black Magic are going to have to do a little bit of work there to see if they can shut down. They're just easy metres, but they're away.
A little bit of room here. He's away. No, good tackle over the top.
Well, this is end-to-end stuff here at the moment between the Black Magic and the Warriors. There's a little bit of fatigue. It's in the legs here of the boys defensively. We've got 11 minutes remaining, or just over 11 minutes remaining here in the first half. Still 6-all, and away they come down the right-hand side now. There's plenty of room to move here. Decides to go on the shoe. He'll be looking for a bounce, but the short in goals here at the Sports Reserve.
Just put a little bit too much on it. And
might have just been able to take him on there, actually. So the young fullback there, or the young number 1 is playing on the wing. It's Lewis Malone. We had an opportunity just to probably take the fullback on there, maybe, with support on the inside.
I'm liking WOORABINDA here. I like how they're making good yardage up the centre. So what I'd be doing 3 big fellas up the centre and then spread it wide.
Well, that's straight out of Jack Gibson's playbook, I reckon.
Yeah, and they're making good ground up the centre. So I'd be concentrating 3 sets up the guts and then swing it wide.
Yeah, they're just looking to work in and around the ruck here at the moment.
Because their defence is good at the moment, WOORABINDA. They're
strong.
It's strong defence. So at the moment,
good numbers indeed.
And that's what the 4th
we're
tackle,
at the 4th
and they've
here.
only made like 12 metres, Rob.
And they're still 15 metres away from halfway, but a little show and go there from our halfback, and that's Williams. He's scheming.
Oh, he's dropped it cold. Just like that time you dropped that nacho sausage at the 99 barbecue at the Bannister's house and you dropped it.
Devastation. Absolute devastation.
But did pick it up, ladies and gentlemen, after 20 seconds and eat it, which you're allowed to do.
Well, if you've seen the nick I'm in at the moment, there's not too many sausages slipping underneath the barbecue that aren't getting another run. I'll give you the hot tip. But WOORABINDA, this is perfect opportunity there for you, Graham. As you were saying, WOORABINDA just working their way into that.
I like
it was a good set in D, a good set in attack, and they forced an error. Yeah. And now they'll be hot on the attack in Wild Black Magic's half.
Yeah, for sure. I think they're definitely in this game, big
Numbers
time.
to the right. Geez, I found a bit of joy down here. Young Malone on the edge. He's been able to get on the outside of his man a couple of times, and I think they'll look to come back here a few more times.
See, once again, a good 5-6 metres up the centre.
And a good play of the ball.
So I do
now they've got
run.
retreating defenders here. The Black Magic just struggling to get themselves back on side. WOORABINDA set deep to the left. And there they've earned the penalty. Just a touch too long. They were just fighting to try and get back into that set there.
Yeah, he was
Black
just
Magic.
A little bit lazy there, the forward. He was laying all over him. He'll go a quick tap here, and they're on the charge. WOORABINDA, they're only 6 metres out from the line.
Shrugging off defenders. Beats
What a
2,
run,
3, and he's dragged down inches short. Ball there.
Oh, he dropped it. It got hit straight under the rib cage, and the pillars just popped out.
And that's with carnival footy. That's probably the biggest difference you'll find with watching some of the stuff at Queensland Cup level or NRL level. There's a lot more shots going in under the ball, and just proves to everybody that there's still a place for it, to be fair. We get a lot of balls that pop out of there with just a good solid shot under the ribs, under the ball.
That's it.
Would have been able to extend your career one or 2 years, mate, if the catch and cuddle was a thing back in your day, mate.
It. So they let off the hook there a bit, but
they're hanging in this one. Oh, that's solid contact. There's the Black Magic. Well, it's been an arm wrestle after 2 early, quick back-to-back tries. We've got 8 minutes remaining in the half. Just couldn't quite get on the outside of them there, looking for a quick play of the ball. Couldn't quite get it, but they're away now again out of dummy half. And
he's a good run. He's made a good 12 metres.
Probably showing them the way there, I think. Just need some of these outside backs to get in there and do a bit of work out of dummy half. Now O'Grady showing.
Oh, a big hit over the top.
Got a good shot over the top there.
On the last.
Set to the right. Just a little dinking kick in behind. And he's spotted a little knock on there. I think that might be Andrew Edmonds, our referee, out in the middle. Quote me on it, but I am a fair way from the action. So this will be an opportunity here. Now it's the Black Magic's opportunity. They weathered the storm.
Yeah, so what, they get it 20 metres out?
Centre field scrum, be able to split the numbers here. Time for a scrum play. See what they've got in their pocket.
They've got set up here at the moment. They're a bit bunched. It looks like they're going to come to the left. And they do that.
Back on the inside. I think both sides.
Play.
Yeah, well, when they've turned back on the inside, they have been able to get one-on-one, get quick play the balls out of it. I guess it's just the building into these sets. And the set finishes at the moment. It's probably where he's letting both sides down. The building into the set's all right, but... And he's found a knock on in there, Andrew Edmonds. So
once again, WOORABINDA, good defence, Rob. They've muscled up. They've done it in that previous 6 when the Black Magic were down there. It's been really good defence. I think WOORABINDA's defence is probably the best what I've seen so far out of the 2 teams. They're muscling up. They're putting some massive hits.
There you go.
And look, I'm a punting man, and what I'm seeing early doors, ladies and gentlemen, I think WOORABINDA's a big chance of taking this
Jump
out.
on the phone, Ned, Sportsbet,
get on
Ladbrokes, whatever you got.
On Neds, whatever you got, because I'm liking...
Hunt responsibly, though, folks. It is Everest Day. What a day.
Yeah, what a day, Everest.
So if the audio goes out a little bit later in the day, folks, you know exactly what's going on there. But now, WOORABINDA look to work their way out of their own end. It's a bit like the early rounds of a heavyweight boxing match. Both sides just sort of sparring with each other.
It's an arm wrestle.
And now they must have heard you, because the Black Magic here, they've answered the call.
Yeah, the water boys sent out the message. The big fellas tipped WOORABINDA, and they've come out with another big hit here.
Offload though. Oh, and that one goes to ground. But there you go. Again, defence forcing the error there. And the Black Magic are away. Straight transition into attack. Now they've got a full set of 6 here. 11 metres out. To the right of the upright. They're set deep to the left here. Disregard that whistle that's on our field too. Now looking to work it back to the post.
Oh, he's got a one-on-one
One-on-one.
strip, and he's done well.
And again, WOORABINDA survived.
So WOORABINDA, yeah, they survive again.
4.5 minutes remaining here
They
in
just got to
action in
do
the
a
first
couple
half.
of settlers here, Rob. Just get a couple of these big fellas, or even the winger, to just get these big fellas a bit of a break for a minute.
They've been camped down here now for 4 or 5 minutes. I'm not going to go so early in this one because I feel, even though WOORABINDA, they've had a bit of momentum in patches, but when they have been behind the ball, the Black Magic have looked like they can get points from anywhere.
Kick.
Might have been touched there too. Just
So
check
if
with our
only
referee.
4 minutes left in the first half, this will just give them a chance to get some oxygen in, slow the play down.
They weathered the storm, and it's
Yeah,
WOORABINDA's
muscle
young
up.
halfback
WOORABINDA
there.
now muscle up in this next set of 6 and hopefully try and make a mistake there so they can get the ball back. But
Young Doyle there, the halfback for WOORABINDA. He's marshalling his troops. Pretty vocal.
yeah. No, at the moment, WOORABINDA, they've got a full head of steam at the moment. They're going all right.
And that Black Magic, once again, working their way off their own line.
Oh,
Here we go. And just like that, against the run of play, and he gives it a salute.
Shut the gate. It is all over, Red Rover. He's just strolled straight over, and this will be 6 points, and that'll make it WOORABINDA 12, Black Magic 6. Well, he did tip Black Magic, but I can see a boil over
Well, it's,
on the cards here, Rob.
that's a tough one there for the Black Magic as well. They sort of had opportunity just a couple of sets before that down the WOORABINDA end, couldn't come away with any points. And then just like that, against the run of play, they turn over an intercept, and just probably the settler WOORABINDA needed there. They weathered a storm, they got down here, and they've been able to take away some points. They probably they could have led 12, 14 points here already in this half, but they've got their opportunity now. First half points are important as well. So you're getting
If they can go into the sheds
winners of the first half.
12-6, I think they'll be confident. The coach will say, go back out and rip into it again. And hey, it's a cracking day here in Townsville.
Absolutely exceptional. We turned it on yesterday, and today just as good. And like I mentioned, I think yesterday in the call as well, there's not too many more picturesque grounds around the place. You've got Castle Hill, the setting in the background. We've got the Strand out over to our left, Palm Island that you can, Magnetic Island you can see off over there in the distance, mate. It's got it all.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, conversion attempt here. Should extend the lead.
You should put this straight over the...
Stabs at it.
Yeah.
And
wasn't
over
the
she goes.
prettiest kicks, but it registered the 2 points. So
Exactly that. And probably one for the ball boys. They'll like those ones. Those blokes that get right in front and then kick the thing into the car park.
So 1 minute 34, Rob, on the clock. WOORABINDA 12, Black Magic 6.
That's it. And
I'd go short here. I'd put in a short kick.
He's called it.
Try and
We're
get
looking
the
to
ball back. You'll have a set of 6.
Well,
But no, he goes long.
If they could split the half, it's vitally important. So you get points for winning each half, plus points for winning the match.
Oh, do you? Righto.
So if they could split the points in the half, I'm sure they'd be chasing it. So you really got to go after all the points you can. So especially with only the 2 round games before the finals are sorted.
So, Rob, the winner, the loser is out or is still...
No, so there'll be 2 pools for a plate and a cup final.
Yes.
As they just WOORABINDA now look to go over the top, but it's been secured out the back for the Black Magic, and 36 seconds on the clock, so they'll get one more opportunity. But yeah, so they'll be separated, split into a top 8 and a bottom 8 that'll go into the finals tomorrow. So at the moment, they're just working themselves out. So a victory here for WOORABINDA will certainly put them in good stead. And Black Magic, this is their first outing today, so they'll have another crack a little bit later on in proceedings this afternoon. So you're not out of the water, and then also with the 2 tiers, I guess, you're fighting for everything you can get. And then tomorrow is the knockout stage. Now that's young Riston O'Grady, Jackson's brother. And shout out to Brendo his old man, be watching along. And just runs it out. And there you go. The first half's in the books, and WOORABINDA have got a 12 points to 6 lead. We'll take a short break here in our coverage. Back with second half after 6. WOORABINDA lead the Black Magic, and it'll be WOORABINDA to the right of your screen. And Black Magic look to wrestle themselves back into this one. WOORABINDA getting first use of the footy.
Yeah, the first half, Rob, was a bit scrappy on both sides. So they've got to, this second half, they've got to start good. If WOORABINDA scores first, well, then it becomes scoreboard pressure.
It certainly does.
And you know, you play rugby league.
And I've had a lot of scoreboard pressure.
And when scoreboard pressure comes into it.
And I've been behind on the scoreboard plenty of times to tell you what scoreboard pressure can do. The pressure valve usually releases once you're 24 points behind, but...
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to kick off the second half here, where WOORABINDA lead 12, Black Magic 6.
Yeah, whistle might have gone astray there. WOORABINDA first use of the ball. played a big part in their play. WOORABINDA turning players back under. Just looking to cut back against that grain. Yeah, back up.
It's a good run.
They've threatened a few times to sort of break out coming out of their own half. Yeah, with an arm free, and they maintain possession.
They were lucky to get away with that, WOORABINDA. He tried to force a pass, which, he's dropped it cold.
And off the back of that one comes the error.
Yeah, he dropped that cold too. It was...
No, you're spot on. It was just as they were looking to probably roll out, and I think if WOORABINDA can just exit their half well, they'll get opportunity.
The thing is, Rob, WOORABINDA's leading by 6 points. There's no, don't have to do that silly play. Like the pass was never there. He was going to go to the ground. He's tried to flip it up. Maybe he wasn't expecting it. There's no need for it. They're leading by 6 points.
Just putting themselves under pressure.
Oh, for sure. Now they are under pressure because Black Magic have got the ball in their half.
At the conclusion of this game, of both games.
And when you're 6 points behind, they would have been. This would be the start they were looking for. Black Magic, an opportunity to go on the attack early.
And Palm Island Barracudas Green.
Oh, another mistake there by Black Magic.
At 10 a.m.
Just a few errors creeping in here.
So at the commencement of this game, we'll commence round 2 of the men's divisions. Kanjumba Gunjoy, Castle United, Phantom Hunters, and Palm Island Barracudas Green. Please be ready for a 10 a.m. kickoff.
Some fantastic matchups we've got coming up for you. So Barracudas Green going around today. They had a very good win yesterday, Barracudas Green. And away now, it's WOORABINDA. Track down, 40 metres out. But that'll be the first off the back of that scrum. Another strong carry. And draws a penalty. Just couldn't quite get themselves back on side after that line break.
Yeah, he just tried to slow the ball, get his players back on. But
referee Andrew Edmonds saying, no, you earned the right there for a quick play of the ball.
They're a big chance here now, WOORABINDA. 22 out from the line.
And like you said, carnival footy, now the Black Magic, they wouldn't want to be letting WOORABINDA get too far away here. They don't want to leave themselves too much to do late in this one. Good carry there from the WOORABINDA Warriors. Centre field, 10 metres out. Away to the left.
Oh,
Well,
he couldn't get it down.
he's got it.
He's got it.
Referee Andrew Edmonds
There
points
you
to the
go.
spot. Well, it was a low down tackle, but he was able to just bounce out of that. Momentum dragged him over the top, and then without any hands on him, he was able to put the ball down, and there are his first points in our second half, going to the WOORABINDA Warriors.
And once again, the kicker, he should pop this over and it will make it a handy lead.
And well, it's a little bit of breathing space for them. 20 minutes, still carnival footy. I saw a couple of games yesterday where we had back-to-back tries within sort of 90 seconds. So anything can happen.
Yeah, we only got to see the Broncos leading by 16 with 16 to go. So
And, Kevy probably still waking up in a cold sweat after that one.
But like I said in the first half, Rob, I like what I've seen with WOORABINDA. They're and they've, it's a scrappy game by both teams in patches, but they're
very
making
working
good
class side.
Yeah, they're making good yardage up the centre.
They apart from that probably early error, they're looking to force a play, and that's probably not their go. They are more of a side when they grind out well here. And conversion successful there from David Munns. But yeah, when they get themselves in the arm wrestle, they've looked as good as any side so far this weekend. Just looking to complete their sets, and opportunity will come for them because they're very defensively. They are strong. There's no easy meters against them. Now the Black Magic, the Mareeba boys. Spend any time up Mareeba way, Graham?
No.
Lovely part of the world up there in the tablelands.
No.
And the boys mentioned that they big shout out to the Mareeba Leagues Club, who the sponsor that helped to get the jerseys and get the boys down here. But away goes the WOORABINDA Warriors now. Well, now they're looking to extend. And they've just gone to him in back play. Just a little bit too quick for himself there.
The two WOORABINDA players got tangled up.
Both boys were hungry to get a little bit of meat there.
Yeah, they all wanted the ball and they tangled themselves up and both of them hit the turf.
Touchy's in. Having a discussion with Andrew Edmonds there, our referee.
They're on a roll here, WOORABINDA. They just got to muscle up this set of 6.
Yeah, it's the alarm bells will be ringing at the moment for the Wild Black Magic. They're desperately fighting to stay in this one.
Well, they've got their backs to the wall at the moment. They're trailed by 12.
And streaking away, but there you go. There's an answer. They needed that.
That was a good try.
That's the back row there, number 12, Justice Brown for Wild Black Magic. They needed that. They just needed a circuit breaker to get them back into this one. But once again, it's both tries that the Wild Black Magic has scored has just come off the back of errors from the Warriors.
Not the easiest of kicks. What's he, about 2 or 3 metres, maybe 2 metres in from the touch?
Might try and pinch a couple of extra metres there.
Yeah.
He's done
him in from here?
He's done him no favours there, Brown, as he just looked like he was going to head out the front gate or maybe heading over to the slushy machine over the back there. He didn't want to bring it around any closer. But I guess when you're down, when you're trailing, you just score them wherever you can get them. Conversion attempt. Waves away. So scores will remain 18 points to 10, so an 8-point lead. Points in the bag for WOORABINDA as they won the first half.
Still plenty of time, 16 minutes. Trail by 8.
Plenty of time in carnival footy.
Yeah.
Now getting us back underway, it's the Warriors going deep. And, oh geez. No penalty there. His leg certainly came up fair way. But
he's dropped it.
And there's that
so WOORABINDA gets a good chance here. They're only, 25 out.
Once again, it's their defence.
They'll have a good set. But he's rattled old matey here.
Once again, it's their defence setting the tone. No, he looks all right.
So they go on the attack here.
$20 metres out, just to the left of the upright. They're set deep to the right. Long ball. It's laying a young Malone there. He's ragdolled. And just a little overzealous in the tackle there.
Yeah, just a little bit overcooked it.
Jinking run. Now away. The runners in motion out here to the left. Oh, good leg drive. Drag down inches short. They're right in the left-hand corner now. And they are gritting their teeth and hanging in at the moment, the Black Magic. As WOORABINDA.
Big overlap here.
Yeah, they've got numbers. And they're over on the right-hand edge. Well, they had to come. They were brave there, the Black Magic. Turning away.
22-10.
Now the clock starts to come into this one, I think. But they were brave. They shut down a couple of attacking roads. It looked like they could have gone over here on the left. They turned them away, but just had numbers lined up out to the right. Crowd starting to build here today. Another full day rugby league action, and then this evening into the Pacific Nations test over at Queensland Country Back Stadium. So Townsville, the place to be.
Mate, I'm looking forward to that tonight. I caught the flight up from Brisbane. There was about 30% of the people on the plane were Samoans. They're all pumped up for a big night. It's going to be a cracking game. I think Australia should win.
Yep.
But there was plenty on the plane up here to support the Samoan team, so it should be a cracking night.
They've had a great week here, the Samoan side, getting around. Ran into them training here Thursday.
Yeah.
Looked pretty good, and probably the big thing going for the Samoan boys. A lot of those fellas play a lot of their footy together out Penrith way.
Yeah, I see they put Steve Crichton at 5'8". That'll be interesting to see, because that's not a position he's played for a while. So
not a lot of it, not since his junior days.
But he's a good player, so that'll be a great game.
He's exceptional in the grand final, Crichton. He's a great foil for Nathan Cleary. Now WOORABINDA. That one will pull up just short.
Just not enough.
So 22-10, so it's a 12-point ball game and just under 12 minutes remaining. It's our second game of the day here from the 37th Annual Bindle Sharks All Blacks.
And Rob, tomorrow a cracking day here with all the finals set in the afternoon. I see the ladies, the two semi-finals are on today.
We'll be
and
bringing
the
you
ladies'
those, yep.
final is scheduled for 3 o'clock tomorrow. That should be a cracking one.
It should, and today will be a great day with those two semi-finals live on Field 1 here. We'll be bringing you all the action from those two ladies' semi-finals. The first one coming up at 11, so we've got one more of our men's games before we change gears. But
you've called the women's games yesterday. Is there a standout, what you've seen yesterday?
Well, once again, Arab, they had a couple of good wins, and chock-a-block full of some talent there. But that Eastern Warriors side as well, young Casey Manselman getting around in there, and a couple of the girls locally here, Jyrell Martin Savage, who I coach at the Blackhawks.
That might be the girl, Dad's horse trainer?
I believe it might be an uncle, but there's definitely an affiliation there.
Yeah.
With the Manselman girls, and Emma Manselman, she's in the Gillaroo squad.
Yes.
So
they play tonight.
They do.
Yeah, they play early, about 4 o'clock, I think.
Oh, that's a good nudge. Are we inside? Just wait for the signal. I think that was... No, it was outside the 40. So... No, it was inside the 40.
Touched.
Oh, it's touched. There we go. We've just got the call.
Yeah.
So we're all over it.
Braden's in the grandstand, ladies and gentlemen. He's given us all the latest information. Good work there, Braden.
Bit of a different setting for the young
So
fellow.
now they go on the attack here. They're only 3 metres out. They'll go to swing it.
I think they'll find some joy if they go right again.
Yeah, they've got to swing it. There's a lot of 1-1 here. They're trying to... He's played a blinder, this big fella.
And they're trying to claim one.
No, he's held
Edmonds,
up.
no good. There's about 5 at the minute. And now they come back to the left. Well, they've been set to the right for a long time. But there you go. That's a lovely ball.
Well,
Fantastic
I will
ball.
go the early crow. I reckon she's all over Barber Shouter now. That'll make it 26-10.
Jeez.
Still 9 on the clock.
He's gone high in the saddle here, Stewie, because
I'll go the early crow.
he's celebrating before the line here.
Yeah, if they award it, I think WOORABINDA's got this.
Well, I thought they had them stacked to the right, and I thought that's where they were going to look to go back. But that was a lovely ball.
Oh, each of a ball.
Wouldn't mind running onto a few of those. But no, WOORABINDA, they're really warming themselves into this one. And defensively, that'll go a long way. Carnival footy, it's not really about the points you score because everybody here in Carnivals can score points. It's the ones you turn away, and they've been pretty impressive defensively. No easy meters through the middle.
No, this is, like I said earlier in the first half, I just like WOORABINDA. Their defence was good. They've been scrambling and also in attack.
It's a little bit clunky, but as the game's gone on,
both teams have been.
As the game's gone on, though, it's just sort of starting to crisp up, and they've been able to get some of their shapes off.
Will they play again today, WOORABINDA? They'll have another game?
There should be. We'll just double check on
yeah,
our.
So he should kick this, and
they'll certainly, off what we've seen here today, they'll be in action tomorrow. I do believe WOORABINDA goes around.
As he comes in,
we will
strikes it straight over the black dot. WOORABINDA 28,
and
Black
it.
Magic 10.
And we will see them actually
And
later
ladies
on today.
and gentlemen, I can fair say, put their it's all over bar the shouting.
But don't tune out because there'll be plenty of action for 7.5 minutes. But no, so WOORABINDA today, they'll be our last game on field 2. You'll be able to catch them up against the Jim Daisy Memorial.
Yeah,
so
good to see.
Jim Daisy Memorial, they've had 2 attempts here at making the grand final in the last couple of years, and both times been unlucky.
He's let that go.
Got it there, luckily on the short in goals. But yes, so we haven't seen Jim Daisy Memorial. They're over on field 2. But we'll certainly be seeing plenty of them tomorrow. 2 times, as I mentioned, 2-time grand finalists, 2 times bridesmaids. They'll be looking to just get over that hump. Certainly up against some stiff competition this year. There's some very good sides going around. We saw Palm Island, Barracuda Green had a very good win yesterday. KSL United with a couple of former NRL players and QRL players running around for them. So it's a hot field. And then, of course, you've got the WOORABINDA Warriors here. Well placed at 28 points to 10. So some of the sides, these 2 sides travelling in today, weren't able to make the travel yesterday due to commitment, so they're playing their first 2. We had a couple of the matches yesterday. And we've got a penalty here. Defender in the rough.
So just shy of 6 minutes to go.
18 points. Funnier things have happened, but they've got to get the ball if they're going to give themselves an opportunity here, the Black Magic. The boys now, just good carry, strong. As once again, they set themselves to the right, and that's young Malone. And away again, and Malone pushing back on the inside, but he doesn't need him. And it's party time for the WOORABINDA Warriors at the moment. They'll be feeling pretty good about themselves with this one.
Well, they're playing good footy. There's been patches where they've made a few mistakes, but both teams have made mistakes. But I like WOORABINDA, what I've seen. I think they could go a long way in this carnival. They've just got a couple of errors there, but pressure. But as the carnival gets on, they'll get more game time, and
Certainly, with a lot of these sides, they come together sort of at short notice. So
But they're doing
1 or
a
2
number on
training
them here.
sessions.
Like if this is going to be 32-10, I still think there's a try in them again. I think they'll score again before the hooter.
Just a little bit of discipline going out the window here at the moment for the Black Magic, and the more ball they give WOORABINDA now happy to use it. I don't think he'll be in a hurry to kick this one.
No, he's taking his time. There's no rush.
Big part of this now with the carnivals is, I guess, how you can finish them off too. So once you get yourselves a few points in the bank, it gives you the opportunity to go deep into your squad. So 25 players available each matchup. And so it's an opportunity there. They can probably manage a few of their bigger boys, give them a bit of a spell, save a bit of running in their legs for later on for the big games.
And Rob, this year 24 teams, men's teams were nominated, and I was told that's the biggest nomination they've had.
It is
20.
Year. Yeah, it is. It's growing, and 8 women's teams as well. So it's the most women's teams we've had for a few years as well. So it's really onwards and upwards at the moment for the carnival here.
And they had a carnival at Mackay, and there's one coming up at Gordonvale.
They do, Gordonvale next week. So it's carnival season, and then we'll be up in Bamaga as that kick is away. We'll be up in Bamaga as well to bring you the Dan Ropian Carnival, all the way from far north Queensland.
So it's all happening.
It is all happening. There's always rugby league. And generally this time of year, the temperature really amps up, but I'm in the shade, so I'm probably going all right. But the conditions have been very kind to us, I think, the last 2 days so far. So just over 2.5 minutes remaining in this one. They'll fight this one right out to the end, and they'll get the ball back here, the WA Black Magic. So they'll get an opportunity to get some points at the back end, work on their for and against. But no, certainly, especially the second half from WOORABINDA.
Yeah, they've come. Their defence in the first half was good. They've backed that up in the second half. Their defence, I'll muscle up here and hope to get the ball back, but they've been the better side.
It'll be one of those, I feel, that they'll be happy to get that one in the bank and go and sit down, regroup. They've got a long wait till this afternoon, but they'll be pretty comfortable with where they sit.
For sure, yeah.
Grady comes down the short side, back off the right foot. That might be young Riston, the two brothers combining. Oh, no. Oh, well, the halfback, he took some contact as he passed.
WOORABINDA, scrambling defence, really strong line defence by the boys. And they put the pressure on. He's made a mistake.
I think we've seen that a couple of times actually, where they've muscled up in the tackle before, and then off the back of that pressure, there's been an error.
Very strong in defence. I think the try line defence, scrambling.
I can certainly vouch for the fact that there are no easy carries against WOORABINDA. I think I've still got bruises, and it was about 6 or 7 years ago I played against these boys. One of the biggest forward packs I'd come up against.
So just under a minute to go, they'll run it out. WA Black Magic might get one set of 6, and that'll be it. That'll be the game.
I think WOORABINDA will probably have a crack here, I'd say. They've got points in the worried about an error. The way they go down the right-hand edge again. We'll keep an eye on that throughout the carnival, that right-hand edge. It's young Lewis Malone, the young number 1. They've got numbers here. He certainly does, and given opportunity, he sort of. He's only a young man, but that'll be just about all she wrote, I reckon. With 17 seconds remaining on the clock, it's probably not. No point in getting too overzealous with this, because I think that'll be, as the clock winds down, the two teams will come together, and that's our second game of the day here for Saturday, day 2 in the bank. WOORABINDA, 32, running out the victors over the WA Black Magic, 10. And follow along coming up for you in our next matchup on field 1. We have Jumunganjoy will take on one of the big sides, Castle United. So one of the heavyweights of the carnival coming up next for you on Field 1 here at Blue Collar Sports.
You got a water there, mate?
Yes.